Welcome to another edition of Voices and Flow. I'm your host, Jaffa Jackman, and I'm really glad that you would have tuned in again with us here this week. This is episode 2, so our poets are ready for you. If you are ready for them, these guys are going to bring it to you live and direct. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Voices and Flow.
I remember 3 pairs of hands that like choking things, plaid boxers blooming out of sack pants. I remember the stench of influence and how they stood directly under it. I remember losing it. Titanium and gold necklaces and the roughnecks that carried them. It wasn't fair how they played rock, paper, scissors with my body, but all is fair in love and desperation. Knife-shaped bandanas, how they pierced through back pockets, pierced ears, a lot of piercings. My instinct told me to run. I remember not running. I remember fall and felony and robbery and red. E rojo, e rouge. I remember attempted woman slaughter and stations and the police that visited there. I became a prisoner. Allowed myself to be victim for so long that I started picking on myself. Does that make me a bully? Doctor, tell me, why do flashbacks feel like whiplash or like galaxies been forcing me to remember stuff I really don't wanna? Like how I remember swollen face and broken enamel, like how I remember pain and the lack of it, like how I remember nightgowns. Like how I remember hospitals and nightgowns and nightgowns and nightgowns and gowns and nights in gowns in hospitals, and I keep repeating myself. Am I history yet? Because they told me I was ancient that night, like pyramids, broad bottom and gold undertone. I figured they were digging underground for my gold. I figured they found it. Left me this type of battered bronze, and nobody likes third place. I don't like third place. I remember courtrooms and judges in courts and wigs and testify and men and testify and women and testify and me and test if I still remembered right. I remembered right. They were happy. When they were done, they were happy. I remember happy. And I remember when she went missing. I remember the exchange of high fives and their smiles and grins that could only seem godly during the apocalypse. I remember hearing an applause. When they were done, I heard an applause, and I remember thinking that claps were some form of prayer.
The blood of African kings flows in my veins. Here in Guyana, rebellious offspring, we got a warrior spirit inside. From long it can't change. I miss a warrior spirit inside. Come for break every shackle and chains. Black is not.
Black is not.
Black is not.
Black is not.
Black is not at the back, black is not the bottom of the stack, black is not my center, my perspiration, my nose and its obvious lack of shape and indentation.
Black is the night when coffee decides enough is enough. Black is the actual color of a diamond in the rough.
Black is the struggle,
the
black
rise
is
from the
rubble of a dismantled culture where kings' bracelets were replaced with handcuffs.
Black is my sister saying she don't need a perm, she likes the way her hair puffs.
Black is not only my flow, my style, my groove,
my rhythmic ability to shake and or move. Black is not second fiddle, second rate or third class. Black is not my ability and agility to run fast.
Black is not my bronze look and the color that stains. Black is not my rich melanin and my thick veins. Black is not I am the only race. Kill all others, let's war. Black is not your basketball player, your boxer, your track star. Black is hanging from a tree for a crime of which you're totally not guilty.
Black is my mother. Dear Lord, I love her. I see black in the features of her face. Sweet black features in the taste of a black pepper pot beside a plate of homemade whole wheat bread on a Christmas morning.
Black is not a boat. Black is not a trade. Black is not wade in the water wade. Black is not sagging jeans, Timberlands, and a hood. Black is not I have no opportunities, help me if you could. Black is not hips and posterior, lips, thighs, and overall exterior.
Black is a constant fight against the stereotype of deadbeat dads and their half-stepping ass, two-stepping in the club.
While their young ones are 2 steps behind the competition. A hell of a disadvantage because apparently black is a race.
But not a freestyle or a medley or a butterfly, but the type we're supposed to be good at.
Black is not house help, field slave, or a plantation. Black is not Chicken George or his entire generation. Black is richness in minerals, great safari.
Black is me knowing that my dark complexion is not foreshadowing for my future. Black just is in spite of all attempts
To bleach it from existence, black is consistent. No cake, soap, or relaxer could done its persistence.
Black has gone the distance through Middle Passage to the cotton field patches.
Over plantation fences to flee the whipping, cracking, through segregation, inequality, prejudice, disrespect, and still going strong. Black is my story, black is my song.
Okay, this is called I Know Who I Am. I wrote it a while back. Was actually prepared to say it 1 month and he forgot me then. So I know who I am. I stand before you, opened and free, and you judge me. You cannot see me, but you judge me. You judge me because of the color of my skin and the texture of my hair. You judge me because of the meat on my bones and the contours of my face. You judge me, yet you have not seen me. You judge me because of the clothes that I wear and the way that I speak. You judge me because of the things that I do not own and the friends that I have. You judge me because my body tells you, I am a woman. But you still do not see me. And now I realize how silly I was for wondering why you could not see me. You cannot see me. You cannot know me. For it's sad to say, you cannot even see yourself. You don't even know who you are. But me, I am free, for I know, yes, I know who I am. I'm a being so peaceful, so loving, and so kind. I am free. And you are trapped in this physical world where all you get to do is judge. But me, I'm free, for I know who I am. I am a soul.
I started writing poems recently. Well, not recently, but for upscale, I mean, as I always come and do a song, and I'd rather come and do a song, but I started and do a next poem again. So I wrote a poem about doing songs. No, it's a poem of music. I'm trying to find it in this little notepad. That's like all right, a poem of music, rock and roll. 24 frets to scale up and down, delay and some flanger to add to the sound. Tweak the reverb, turn up the bass, switch to distortion and rock this place. Ledger lines and tabs filled up with notes, quavers and rests on a stage for a show. G major to A, E flat to B, punk rock plus blues and some Elvis Presley. But rock and roll is a devil's work. Look at the horns, the screaming and trashing and aggressive power chords, marching and headbanging till our necks go stiff. I can't help but catch a fit to my favorite guitar riff. It is not the devil's work, it is freedom to be, as crazy as the gods who live up in the galaxy. So, grab the devil by his horns and throw his face in the ground. Form a circle on top and jump up and down. Rock and roll is more than just music. It's a way of life. Reckless, carefree, rarely sober, no wife. But we love our women, don't get me wrong. You could hear us express that in about every one of our songs. As hardcore and violent and as chaotic as we may seem, we are deep individuals who love life to the extreme. So drop the negative criticism and stereotyping and blind judging and take a ride on the crazy train for some intense hippie loving. Peace.
Don't even touch that dial. Sit back, stay there. We're just going for a break and we'll be right back with you with Voices and Flow.